Well, international business is very complex. For me, I think it deals with two important issues. The first, and perhaps the very important for all of it, is challenges in modern international business. And the second point is actors and their actions in international business. Let's talk about the challenges. Well, I'm quite sure when we look at different types of challenges in international business, we think about social, cultural, political, technological, as well as economic issues. This day, we have witnessed the rise of multinational corporations, global institutions, and in international business, we have the term called emerging market, such as Brazil, India, Russia, and China. Well, these groups of actors really bring challenge in terms of how to manage the approach of management in the different international business environment, as well as requirement from different groups. For instance, in the old day, we used to talk about international business as a format of foreign direct investment or the transfer of resources from a company from developed nations such as the US, the UK, or Australia to developing nations such as China, India, for instance. But this day, with this new challenge, we start to see multi-direction of foreign direct investment or the transfer of resources from emerging markets or developed nations to another developed nations and to developed markets. So expectation from these actors, from the government, from multinational corporations, or different groups of social institutions can be totally different. And imagine the environment where you compete with different types of expectation approaches. Well, I think that in itself is very complex as a challenge for international business. The second issue I mentioned, the concept of actors in international business. And in modern international business, we witness the work of local and international government in terms of policy and practices by another key actors in international business, for instance, multinational corporations. We used to think about the power of multinational corporations such as, say, Qantas, Coca-Cola, IBM, or Apple as the owner of resources. But this day, the expectation from another actors, such as the government, such as international government, or social group in the host and home countries, has to be taken into account. So in this sense, it's really an idea of how different actors in international business influence each other in terms of actions. And I'm not talking about the way they perform business transaction, but also their behaviors, their non-business action, as well as their contributions to host and home countries. Well, I believe these 2 points are very critical, and for students of international business, as well as the practitioners in international business, really have to think about both issues very carefully.